unless you live under a rock or you just don't like Twitter, or maybe you did like I did and decided to take a complete break off of social media and the internet as we know it. And by the way, it feels really good to take like a week off of the internet. Like, I'm not even fucking around. Like, it's really nice to be able to not have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? What up, 5? So, check this out. I come back on today, I open up my Twitter, and of course I see the twits. You know what I'm saying? I call them the twits. They're twits. They're on there. They live on there. I don't know, man. They salivate from the mouth looking for cloud or whatever new awesome word that there is. I like to go on there and kind of get a little gist of what's going on in the world. Like, if I hear enough people saying, forget about the color purple, I'm like, oh shit, purple. Like, and that's how we go. That's how I do it. Now, the first thing that I start seeing blowing up on on Twitter today, straight up, the DMCA. Now, for a lot of people that don't know what that is, or if you never pirated anything in the early 90s, the DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, was literally created because piracy went right through the roof. But in all honesty, though, what is piracy versus what is greed? Now, this actually pissed me the fuck off to the point where I had to come back on, you know, and I said, you know, I'm off till tomorrow. I don't usually stream on the weekends. I'm like, but I can't wait till Monday. I can't wait till Monday. I said, I gotta do it now. I gotta say something about what's going on. Kind of get my opinions out there, get my voice opinion out there. Hold on a second, let me add that sub, by the way. Totally forgot about that sub, but now it's there, and that's the way it goes. So, here it is. Right now, Twitch has been like literally hit with DMCA takedown notices left and right, which basically means that a company or a company that's representing the rights of copyright holders are now issuing takedown notices for clips that can go back as far as a couple of years ago for any kind of VODs or any other kind of copyright infringement that might be taking place on Twitch. Now, the first thing that came to mind was, here we go again. How fucking dumb does a multi-billion, I'm saying this is my, and by the way, freedom of speech, I'm allowed to say this. I'm not like under any obligated contract. I'm not even partnered on this platform. I'm not under any kind of given contract that I have to make pretend I like something when I don't like it. I'm a human being and I have the right to be like, fuck them and fuck that. I like that. That's good. Bring it over here. How greedy does a multi-billion-dollar company, okay, and I'm going to run down some stats for you guys just so it doesn't sit comfortable with you as much as it doesn't fit comfortable with me. Twitch doesn't have the power to issue. Twitch does have the power. Twitch is not in the wrong here. Twitch is not in the wrong here. They're a little bit slacking, but they're not in the wrong here. Check this out. Now, back in the 90s, we ran into an issue where MP3 wasn't even MP3. It was the fact that broadband had been issued in a large... Twitch isn't doing it. They're exactly, silence. That's where a little bit of confusion's coming in. Now, back in the late 90s, I say late 90s because I don't remember the mid-90s being a time where we're like, we're going to burn some CDs. We're going to get some Napster going. And, you know, you download a song like honestly, I only downloaded songs that were like live or like songs I never heard before, like Nirvana and Alice in Chains. I'm like, together? And then you download it and you find out it's just Ricky Martin with a different hi-hat sound in the background, and it took you 3 days of your life to get it. Now, around that time, broadband was deployed. Now, this is what changed it. This is literally what changed everything as we know it. Because the internet at that point was becoming so fast that you were able to pull full albums, full everything, known to man, movies, video games, you name it. Now, don't get me wrong. I've gone down the entire road. Not only as being a musician in my past, not only as also being part of a crew or a group of friends. I don't want to divulge too much. I don't want to dox myself that much. You guys can find out if you look around. Being friends with people that were like super famous, not just like we have a band next door, but people that have toured, you know, across the country, across the world, filled up arenas. So I saw it from different angles, you know what I'm saying? Also being the fact that I have a history with software development. When I first got into software development, I learned an easy lesson. And the lesson was, damn, dude, I'm going to pay for all my programs from now on because I see the hard work that goes into this. And I'm not saying that musicians don't put in hard work. That's not where I'm going with this. Just smell it for a second and give me about a minute. Back then, what ended up happening was you had bands like Metallica that were suing Napster, right? And that didn't get them anywhere closer to the top of the charts than their stupid haircuts that they had achieved either. If you said that, I'd probably get myself banned. All right, listen to this. Back then, what ended up happening was that all these companies got together and were like, we gotta do something about this. No one's gonna buy music anymore. And for many, many years, their scheme and hustle was fucking phenomenal. They would release an album that was full of nothing but shit songs. They were all fillers. They were all the ones that normally get left on a chopping board. And then you have that one single. Remember before singles were a thing? They milked you dry. They milked you dry like a rhino for all the dollars that you could possibly come up with. Let me make sure the music's not too loud. Hold on. There we go. We're going to lower that down. They literally milked you for every possible last dollar that you had. If you wanted to get Smells Like Teen Spirit, you had to buy the entire album. Granted, that's a great album. But let's say you had to buy, I don't know, a one-hit wonder. You'd buy some bullshit fucking album that nobody gave a shit about. Let's be honest about this, all right? All for one song. Now, after a while, when people were like, fuck that, I'm good, make me a copy. That's when they were like, oh shit, we need to make singles. So they released singles. Now, when they realized that people were like, this feels weird. We're giving them like almost like a fraction, almost the same price for one song. Then they started including B-sides, all right? And I'm trying to go down this for you. You started to see them come down with more laws. As broadband, what is this? What is this? Kelborn, I said on Twitter, the only person that suffers is a small guy. And 100% I agree with that. Music business, even big guys get DMCA in their own label. I was like, yeah, it's true, but they can't sort it out. The small guy gets screwed. Now, I'll tell you exactly what this is. And if everybody was smart right now and you would realize one thing with what's going on, I'm not trying to compare this to anything else that's going on out there, don't get me wrong. Coming together in this, we will get what we want from them, believe it or not. Get ready for this. In that time span, the people said one thing, the pirates said one thing. There's no other way that we can do this. Like, what other way do we have to get digital music? We're moving. The music industry as itself had matured and was evolving. It was evolving like any other technology. Now they slacked off. All the major labels slacked off. They were like, no, we're selling CDs. Sam Goody's there and Tower Records is there. We're going to be good. You know what I'm saying? What ended up happening was, and this is literally where it falls into place. It's literally insanity. Because the record label and the greedy pricks that are in corporate cock rock on the top of the charts and all that other shit, because it's never enough for them. It's never enough for them. You know what I'm saying? There's never enough money for these fucking people. Mind you, there's people that can't buy dinner at night. But, you know, as long as you make $66 billion from some idiocracy bullshit, like, what's the other guy's name? He's like a dime a dozen. There's like 20,000 that all look the same. Tekashi 6ix9ine, like, is that really something that you want to market? Of course, I mean, idiotic bastards are going to buy that shit. But how fucking stupid is it? You know what I'm saying? Let's just put that right up there to keep in mind. Now, what ended up happening was the people and the pirates and everybody was saying, look, if we had another way to do it, we would do it, right? No. REA, MPAA was like, nah, it's fine how it is. We've been doing that since the 50s and shit. We've been doing that for a while. It worked for the Beatles. It worked for Led Zeppelin. We're good. Leave it alone, you know? Yeah, but this is what they did not picture. There was a man in a place in Cupertino, California. This man was a visionary. You know, even if you don't like his products, you have to admit he was a visionary. Or either a good copycat. Depends which way you see it. What was that saying that they say? Great artists copy, other people steal your mom, whatever the case might be, right? Get ready for this. Around that time, you were complaining about Bryan Adams earlier. He was complaining that he has no rights over his music until 20 years after he's dead. The big company issued. And we're going to get to that. Because I don't have that much time today. We're doing a short stream, but I just want to rant this out real quick. In that time, Steve Jobs came out of Apple and said, fuck this. I'm going to make a lot of money on this. Record label was still like, no, CDs. They like CDs. And you know for a fact that the record label was like, damn it, if we could only put this on a memory stick or something with DRM, we would be happy to let them download to their heart's desire. Right. Apple comes out with iTunes, and again, this is a very chillaxed version of the series of events that took place, right? Apple comes out with iTunes, and like the rich and the savvy and The people that were in the know of technology were like, this is great. And they started downloading shit. The iPod came out. Before the iPod, there was MP3 players. Apple didn't invent the iPod. Why do you think there's an MP3 format? I mean, Napster didn't invent it either. You know, it was there because that's where it was going. The record labels and the industry had the heads up and had the warning already that this was coming. They could have literally jumped on the bandwagon or changed the entire industry as we know it, and this wouldn't have been a problem. Instead, and I swear to God, do not like greedy corporations. I don't mind corporations that are out there to make money because that's how you make the world go around, right? But when it's greedy, go fuck yourself, because at that point, I want nothing to do with it. Now, this is where greed comes in. When they decided to package it together, they said to them, well, we can't sell them all by one. That'd be kind of weird. And, Apple was like, well, people don't want the rest of the album. Now they're sitting there going, well, that kind of sucks because we gave Tekashi a fucking $bazillion fucking contract. And if people only want one song from them, we're not going to be able to milk the basket as much. And, we won't end up being where we want to be. This went on for a long time here. Then Apple came out with the iPod and MP3 became a standard. And then CD burners, the price of CD burners came down. And the RIAA and the MPAA were like, shit. They're like, now what do we do? You know what I'm saying? Well, the cat was out of the bag at that point. Bill Clinton I think it was Bill Clinton. I'm pretty sure it was Bill Clinton who was in-house in the office, whatever, when the DMCA took place. And this was something that was in place to assure the fact that these greedy corporation companies, by the way, would not be affected by, let's say, good old Bob going on their network and torrenting the entire collection of every MP3 ever made. This released the responsibility of these companies based on what their users might do. So if their users were to go onto their platform and download and upload and download and upload, or whatever the case might be, they could easily wash their hands by saying, hey, that's not us, it's somebody using it, but we'll tell you who they are. So what did the RIAA or the MPAA, what did they do in response to this change? You would think that maybe possibly they would get together and make licensing deals, which they did with Apple to an extent. They did. Well, here's what they did. They went on a crazy campaign similar to Reefer Madness back in the day by letting everybody know. You would see it at the movie theater. Piracy is not a silent crime. Piracy is taking you down. And I'm like, oh God. Making it look like piracy was literally the worst. So around that time, like I was saying, around that time, they were like, shit, what are we going to fucking do? They have no idea necessarily how they're going to be able to beat this or how they're going to be able to combat this or whatever they're going to do. So what was their answer? What was their company? I see a lot of creators defending Twitch saying they want to protect their creators. Sorry, but given a tracker, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get that to the too. But by the way, we're all pussy bitches because by being here, you know for a fact that I can't say what I want to say. Being the fact that this is my only source of income, Twitch has got me by the balls. But again, I don't think Twitch is guilty in this. I really don't. They're just part of the shenanigans. You know how rich people find loopholes and everything, right, Gelborn? Here's one. What ends up happening is, instead of them educating the customers, or at least, acknowledging the fact that the industry has changed, the industry would change again, by the way. This is the first change. Remember, I told you there's 3 in the beginning of this comment. They change again. Wait until you see where we get with this. Instead of them saying, holy shit, we probably need to do things a little bit more different now because times have changed. Quick internet is here. Technology has evolved. Well, you would think that they probably would have made some kind of deal and or maybe made their own kind of algorithm that would detect all these kind of things or whatever it might be. You know what really pisses me off? And go silent and give a shit. I love you. What? I don't know what that is. So this is what they ended up doing, all right? They ended up suing their own customers, the people that have literally supported them and made them big dick greedy corp. They literally started to sue their own customers. And who did they sue? They didn't sue super millionaire rich people. You never heard about that. You never heard about like some rich millionaire guy getting sued for downloading Nirvana's catalog or whatever. No, these were college students. The RIAA, you sued college students. You sued the future of tomorrow, the people that would probably come work at your building once your grimy old ass gets too old to show up to work every day. Is this my best fat man manly dude? I don't know, man. It depends if you're looking in the mirror or not, They started to sue. At one point, you heard stories about them suing a single mother because their kids were grabbing free MP3s off the internet. They started to sue college kids, and it wasn't like a light penalty. This was like thousands of dollars, to the point where you would never be able to pay for it. If a college student that barely has enough money to pay for their college tuition and their college loans doesn't have enough money with 2 or 3 jobs, what the fuck makes you think they're going to be able to pay you back $500,000 for a bunch of songs that they're horse shit? No one's going to buy them. RIAA. I don't even know how to, make your name shorter. Think about this for a second. Nobody gives a fuck about those songs. When's the last time you made a fucking dollar off of a Weird Al album? I'm just curious, because I know that there's a lot of people in this generation, like younger, that don't even know who that is. And if it wasn't for people like myself or other streamers that showcase that music in the background, motherfuckers wouldn't even know about that. What you're getting from us is free advertisement, and we actually should be charging your ass for it. People, this is the same mistake that we made with our metadata on Facebook. Remember when nobody gave a shit about your private data and these companies were collecting it like a fucking $2 whore on Craigslist? Remember that? Now that information is worth more than you can possibly pay for it of any dollar that you'll make the rest of your life. And that is what's going on. It's the same thing being repeated all over again. Now, when that moment came and Metallica started suing them and the people were like, fuck off Metallica, let's face it right here. The internet is a crazy place, right? Just because they might take down Napster or they might take down LimeWire or they might take down Kazaa or whatever the other ones were, Frost, whatever, people can still find this shit, dude. And this is why I have not given your company, the RIAA, a goddamn dollar for any of the shit terrible music that you people release on a daily basis. If I gotta deem somebody saying I'm gonna eat your ass like grocery as music and try to compare it to the wonderful poetry of either Tupac Shakur or the Jim Morrison or Kurt Cobain or Shannon Hoon or Led Zeppelin or the Beatles, it ain't gonna happen. This is garbage. You're literally sitting there selling music to kids, right? That parents are paying for. Guess who their parents are? You ready for this one, douchemouth? It's us. The people that you sued back in the 90s are the parents of the kids that you're selling this deranged, crap message, bullshit music to. I haven't found a real good piece of music that is on mainstream in like 10 or 15 years, I'm being honest. Sooner, I like and I do listen to music from my friends like Godfrey Meyer, The Silence Noise, but there's no way in hell that you're gonna catch me giving you fucking money for some fucking idiotic moron bastard in there. Now, here's the thing though, okay? So that was the second time that music changed as we know it. There you go. Another person that is paying $5 a month for 3 years just to have their wife be followed by them. I'm going to try that. Every time that I literally hold up my finger, I expect money. Oh, that doesn't work as planned, right? It's different. Greedy Corp is very different. I'm telling you guys, you want to do something different to these guys? Hashtag Greedy Corp and Twitch and Twitter. So here it is. Because, like I said, I'm not... Why does my phone never send a text? Because I'm not, sitting here trying to rant out people. I'm just trying to be an honest person, okay? It's the truth, dude. It's not like I'm complaining. I'm not like that one chick that was on here that's like, I give away content for free and people don't pay me. That's some bullshit. Well, your content is bullshit, possibly. That's why people aren't paying for it, because I know that back in the 90s, I didn't want to pay for music anymore because that shit became bullshit too, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing though. When you're a normal person that is working and you're trying, like, you do this. I do this every day, dude. I do this every day. Okay? Constantly working, constantly creating. Now again, I'm not saying that because of that I don't deserve anything, actually. I don't deserve anything. They can shut this off right now and that's it. Because I don't deserve it. This isn't a right. I don't have a right to stream, but I do have a right to freedom of speech, I'll tell you that much. And if you try to censor me, I will go beyond my way to make sure that my voice is heard, because I'm not one of those, all right? You don't like it? Go complain to Karen. The second time that music had changed was at that point when they started to sue people because the RIAA and the MPA, Motion Picture Association of America, had no idea how to contain the internet movement. What you guys don't understand is that the most powerful tool that has come out in the 20th century is the internet. It allows a person with a tiny voice to have the possibility of being heard by thousands, all right? The third time, and we're going to get to the third time that greedy corporate, the third time would be around the time when they all decided to resell you every single possible thing that you have over and over and over and over again. I personally have felt for the longest time that there should be a law. There should be a law in place to microtransactions on a video game. And I know that we're going off in a totally different realm over here because video games and music, but there should be a law because you're selling something to children. You're almost creating like a gambling problem for kids. I need that gun. I need that. Have you ever seen a little kid ask or beg their parents? If you're a parent out there, you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever had a kid or just sit there and beg for the DLC? I just want the DLC, Mom. I just want the DLC. Please, God, give me the DLC. I've seen that before, dude, in a movie, but it was grown-ups. And they were trying to exchange things for drugs. It's almost the same. It's probably the same way that cocaine and sugar seem to have the same effect on your brain. I'm telling you, I'm not too far from this. This is a little bit of knowledge. What ends up happening is they start streaming all sorts of streaming. You got Netflix, you got Hulu, Disney wants in on it, the other guy. Now look, I'm not saying that these people should be doing what they're doing for free, but greedy corporate steps into place and it becomes very, very different at this point. Let's fast forward to today and the current issue at hand. Woke up this morning to go on Twitter to realize that almost everybody on Twitch is now scared, paranoid, and running scared. Well, oh no, erase everything, erase everything. Right, dude, right. Now, if you're mad at Twitch for this, stop and think about this for a second. All their users are going and erasing their content off of their site. You know what I'm saying? So, by us being streamers and being on here and busting our ass and creating stuff that fills their site, which, by the way, Twitch, you're owned by Amazon. Dude, you are literally, you swim in money every day, Twitch. Why is it that we have issues about what we can and can't do on here? Titty girl streamer gets banned, comes back, doesn't come back. Why is that guy doing that? Oh, it's because he's got a lot more followers. Why is it that with all the money that is out there, again, greedy corporation, why is it that you can't create a real fucking team that will literally handle things in a corporate way? Why does it feel like I'm working for a dorm or a frat house or some kind of Mark Zuckerberg idea that a couple college kids put together, and now it just happens to be making money for everybody? Here's the thing. Today, the RIAA, either distilled through them or a third party, DMC takedown notices for fucking clips of videos that are multiple years old. Are you serious? When is the last time you ever, I want to be honest with everybody here, and excluding original material, meaning you didn't go to somebody's stream and go, oh shit, that's cool. What is that? Oh, that's my music. I write it. Excluding that, when is the last time you went to somebody's stream and you were like, damn, dude, I only come to this stream so I can listen to Guns N' Roses in the background. In between Vin talking, I like to hear Paradise City in the background. Have you ever stopped and listened? Unless you're actually streaming the full album with nothing, just, I wouldn't listen to it. If I'm trying to hear a song I like or my favorite album or whatever the cat, I'm not going to Twitch to listen to it. I'm not going to YouTube so I can hear Burger King foot lettuce talk over my favorite fucking Metallica song. Is that really what we're arguing about? Is that really what we're arguing about, dude? Now, it's okay for some jackass like me that comes on here and does a couple of karaoke songs and, you know, might play a strum of guitar. What about my friends? What about my friends that are full-time streamers that dedicate their entire lives? Twitch, you're selling dreams here. Don't shatter them. Stand up for us, dude. We work for your fucking company, man. We're the ones that fill the goddamn roster. Please, do something for us. I mean, if you go by the smallest streamer that makes $200 a month, right? What about the other guys that are making, like, we're talking thousands of dollars a month? They're reaching in and taking a percentage of that. Are you seriously telling me that y'all couldn't come up with some kind of deal? That the first thing that came to your mind was to write a brand new terms of service? That means you knew that this was coming. Why wouldn't you warn your fucking people? What? And I'm gonna sit here and, oh, God forbid I say something wrong, dude. I might get in trouble. I'm not in school anymore, dude. Then take away the mature rating off the stream, because we might as well all be the next ninja babysitting the world's teenagers on your platform. Why wouldn't you warn somebody about that? Why would you know ahead of time and write a terms of service that you're not allowed to sing, you're not allowed to karaoke, you're not allowed to... Really? Then what the fuck are we doing here, dude? Are you trying to weed out the next thing that's going to work on the front page? How does that work? Think about this for a second here now. How does it work for the person that relies on music? I have a friend of mine that relies on multiple friends of mine that rely on drumming. What do you want them to do now, man? Play a rup-a-bum-bum over and over all day? Do we really want to tune in to your amazing network of amazing streamers only to hear the same bullshit elevator music on everybody's stream? There's a problem with originality. It's not there anymore. People just go and watch somebody else mimic them and pretend it's their idea. Do you really want to create a copy and pasta environment where only 5 songs can be sang? The last time I checked, I thought we were in the land of the free. When the hell did we become... Sorry, Bob, I get agitated. When the fuck did we even get to a level where we don't have that freedom? With all the money that you're grabbing out of everybody's paychecks, 50%, 30%, 50%, 30%. I want to be a partner. Are you telling me that I would be fucking completely butthurt if you took another extra $20, $30 from me a month just so I can play real music? When is the last time I challenge it? When is the last time you heard of somebody recording a stream so I can listen to that song later? Are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah, you are. Sirius Radio, $50 a fucking month. There's another contract for you. I got a couple of numbers for you, though, to show you that this is greed. And this isn't against Twitch, but Twitch, somebody clip this shit. Do me a fucking... I'm not trying to get clout, dude. I'm too old to get clout, you know what I'm saying? People that don't have talent suck the clout dick. I don't fucking do that, all right? Post this shit out there. Share it. Twitch, help us. Twitch, we help you. We help you, man. You know those beautiful yachts and shit and all that beautiful life that you... We help you. Help us. Help us, all right? Crack a deal with the RIA because they're scandalous bastards that they are. Tell them, look, this music sucks anyway. It's in the background. Nobody fucking listens to it. We're going to give you a little bit of money from each one of our workers, like as if we're paying a music tax. Isn't that fucked up? Why not take a little bit of money from us or even offer us? The people are saying offer us the thing. Nobody's trying to steal. Nobody's trying to play free music for the fuck of it. Nobody's trying to make off with your little fajoles and pennies. No, people are just trying to have a good time and let other people smile. And you guys, corporate greed? Shame on you, corporate greed. Right now, people need to fucking forget about what's going on out there. Shame on you. Fucking shame on you, dude. You don't have a soul. That's the problem, dude. You don't have a soul. You know what the difference is between a mom and pop shop and Best Buy? Mom and pop shop gives a shit what you think about the business as you're walking out. Best Buy corporations don't give a fuck about your Yelp review. Unless you're an influencer on the internet, you really have no pull. And here's my other point. I went and looked at the RIA on Twitter, and I've been tweeting them all fucking day while everybody else has just been going, guys, be careful! Erase everything! Guys, be careful! Erase everything! Y'all are pussies, dude. Tweet that shit. See how the fuck they feel. Some of you guys. Let me guess, who else is out there? Who do we know on Twitch that has hundreds of thousands of followers? Why not tell all your followers to tweet the RIA? express their feelings, demand a service that allows you to pay a monthly fee like Netflix for you to be able to listen to their shit music on the background of your streams. And if you don't do so, then shame on you too when you get banned. That's your fault. But taking bread off of people's tables right now when they're sitting here, they come here with all the terrible stuff that has been going on outside, that people come here and smile for your people? Shame on you, man. Shame on you, dude. And I'm not talking about your wife. See, I'm not. You know who I'm talking about, bro? You know who I'm talking about? The people that could say something and not get banned. You know what I'm talking about, right? God forbid me and you were to show one of our tits right now, we're gone, dude. I'm talking about the people that they let back on over and over. 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Yo. Go do something. Demand from the RIAA that we want a service that allows us to use your music in the background. The same licensing deal that you sell Burger King and McDonald's for that terrible elevator music from all the CDs you never wanted. You're not worried, Vin? You played a little bit of copyright music? Nobody cares about Bryan Adams. You don't believe me? Their algorithms are not set up for it. They only care about Drake and all the other stupid fucking music that they're still making fajoles on. You got what I'm saying? The big guys don't give a shit because they don't give a shit. I'm okay, I'm making money, fuck them. I'm okay, I'm making money, fuck them. Careful. Because if you let them do this now, it's only a matter of fucking time before you're not even allowed to quote your favorite movies or songs. Only a matter of time. So you aren't anywhere near the financial level as most investing interested. It's terrible, dude. It's terrible, though. But it's not. We are the ones that give. What I'm trying to say is, dude, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be fucking cribby. I am trying to be a dick. Who the fuck am I lying to, and why would I lie about that, dude? I'm going to really be sentimental towards a company that just literally took the income out of people's mouths at a time of need right now? I'm not going to feel bad. You want to ban me, Twitch, for what I just said? Shame on you for reals, man. Because then that means this platform is some kind of weird democracy where we're not even allowed to talk about anything. These are the numbers that I wanted to go over with you before I have to go because Gumi's here. A couple of days ago, nobody knew this because nobody was listening. They're snakes. They're fucking snakes. Greedy, corporate greed, they're snakes. They do this shit when you're not looking. A snake will bite you when you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they wait and they do these kind of things. Listen to these numbers. A couple of days ago, the Record Industry Association of America said in the latest congressional discussion on all things safe harboring confirmed that the element of the U.S. Digital Millennium Copyright Act is definitely broken, and that therefore a time for change is now. Yeah, and you know what that change is? You ready? Stop fucking ripping us off, dude. Stop. How much money do you people need? How much money do you need? Corporation greed. How much money do you need? Because I got some numbers here. I got some numbers here for you. So when somebody argues, well, the artists are okay, bro. I bet you some artists don't even know the coronavirus is happening right now because they live in a completely different world. And that's fine. We thrive for that. Some of us do, at least. Check this out. I'm not making these facts up. Let's take a look. Digital revenues were up 88% of the total U.S. music industry in 2018, with over 50.2 million paid music subscriptions in 2018. Streaming was 3/4 of the U.S. music industry revenue in 2018. Streaming. You guys hear that word? Streaming. Okay? More than 1.2 trillion songs streamed on demand in 2018. So y'all are still getting your money somewhere. Overall, digital revenues were up almost 20%, 19%, ladies and gentlemen. This is unbelievable. 658 new artists signed to the major labels in 2017. Do you know how many of those artists were probably ripped off? You don't believe me? Go back and read about David Geffen in the 90s. Do you know how many of those people were probably given desperation contracts from the RIAA? That some people probably saw $10,000, $20,000 first time in their life and they signed their whole soul away? Happens all the time. Go watch David Grohl. You know what David Grohl is, right? drummer from Nirvana. Go watch his documentary that you'll find on YouTube or on Netflix, and he'll explain all that contractual agreements with greedy corporations. Americans have spent more than 4 hours a day listening to music. 4 hours a day. Why don't you ramp that up and find out how many people have been watching Twitch every day? You'll probably get more exposure from that than actually telling them to get rid of their VODs. Breaking an artist into a major market can cost $2 million for the RIAA. Well, yeah, I guess that is a lot of money when you stop and think about it, right? Yeah. If only they hadn't made $11.1 billion last year, and it went up 13% from the year before, $9.8 billion. Let me ask you a question here really quick, because it's kind of interesting when you stop and think about it. Are you guys doing this because you want more money? Is that what you guys want? You want more money, right? Well, we would probably pay you more money if we were able to use music that we actually like in the background. Why would anybody want to stream with some bullshit music that sounds like it's from the background in a video game made for the original PlayStation when we could be listening to the great songs that we grew up with? Also, have you ever stopped and thought about this? Nobody listens to the radio anymore. No one listens to the radio anymore. You're hearing me? I don't know anybody. I get in a car and I don't. You know what I hear? The first thing I hear when people get in a car. Can I plug my phone up to your car? I want to hear my music. Music they've already paid for, either be it on YouTube, on Spotify, whatever it is, right? Are you serious though? In all seriousness, the people are saying we want to give you more money, and you just took down people's way of making money. Is something backwards here? Okay, RIAA, you having a little bit of problem making sense with common knowledge that you could make more money from the people that would pay to have that music in your background, but instead, you're having them get either banned off the only source of income that they have in a time when every dollar counts. There's times I come on here during the week and I'm like, yo, if I can't pay the bills, I won't be able to do this anymore. There's no guarantee here, and I can't say, oh, damn you, Twitch, why am I not famous yet? Oh, we know why I'm not famous yet. Because... by the power of Grayskull! Right! I wanted to state my 2 cents on this, because I know a lot of people are like, that Nintendo guy's got that deep voice, and he's always playing fart sounds, and yada yada yada. I just want to let motherfuckers know that I am not, there you go, I'm not as stupid as I might look, even though sometimes I like to look more stupid than I actually am. I wanted to sit there and say, what up, Matt? Zach, how you doing? I wanted to sit there and express that I am upset about this. On my stream, I don't sing music. The reason why it bothers me is because I don't play music on my stream. I don't do that kind of shit. I sit there, I talk, have a great time. I try to like dive in. I like to keep it real, dude. And regardless of the fact that keeping it real becomes trendy. Oh, I'm a real person. Nah, I met some of the real people in real life, and not really. But here's the thing. To each their own. Everybody wipes their ass in a different way, so I'm not there to tell you pointers on that one. You know what I'm saying? To each their own. But when I sit there and I think about my good friends that I have made in this platform, and I think about people that are generally good people, and I see them work hard as fuck. I'm not going to drop any names. I see people. If it's not this person on their drums, if it's not that person on their side, these people are working hard.
Purple Husky, hi.
These people are working very, very, very hard. And it's not only because they have a chance at the American dream for themselves to rise to the top, but it's also at the same time making you the #1 platform. Twitch, my stream's about to end right now, but I plead with you, stand up for us. The way that we've stood up for you and made your platform simply amazing. The way that we've sent all your CEOs to beautiful yachts and other great vacations on private jets. Stand up for us. Offer us a service. We don't want nothing for free. I can't believe I'm having an argument with a corporate company because I want to give you money. You know what I'm saying? Twitch, thank you for giving us the opportunity to be able to do this and creating some kind of platform or whatever the case might be, even though it might be weird every once in a while. Stand up for us. Get to work, get your lawyers out there, and strike a deal with these guys. The RIAA are vipers of any kind of industry. They're greedy, they're never happy, and they love money. Let's strike a deal. I'd be willing to pay almost $20 a month if I got to pay more, which by the way, it's kind of horse shit, but if I had to pay more, I probably would. I would probably go up to about 30 a month. And for anybody that's a streamer, maybe they should go and have a system that is based off of how many numbers or how many viewers they're pulling. And Twitch, you know how much we all make, right? Strike a deal for us, dude. Go fight for us, Twitch. Because this is going to be fucking terrible. Because now all the people that rely... What about DJs? You can't DJ no more? Are you serious? You can't DJ anymore. This is corporate greed, and I want you to express that with hashtag corporate greed in Twitter, okay? Make a new Twitter account if you gotta. Tag them. Let them know how you feel. Because they're literally banning people on Twitch left and right for clips of a bunch of years ago. It's not a human doing it. It's an algorithm. It's a machine going through things. What y'all need to do is go out there and let them know that you want something. You want a service. You want a service. There's a service there that the people want. That's the way business works. And they need to come up with a way to do that. Because you're going to see the most boring. So who was the big hitter that came into play? I honestly don't know. I think all the songs are all brand new songs. I can sit here and play Bryan Adams and probably like, I don't know what other bands that nobody else listens to that I listen to. I'm sure they wouldn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? What about live music? How does that fall into place? What if I want to listen to live Guns N' Roses? The RIAA doesn't own the right to it. Somebody bootlegged it. Nobody owns the rights to it. You know what I'm saying? They're going back with fucking with people. They are. I encourage you guys to tweet them. The RIAA, it's not Twitch's fault. Twitch has nothing to do with this. Twitch is complying with legal laws that they have to comply with. It is not Twitch doing this to you, but Twitch, help us out here, for the love of Christ. Help us out here, Twitch. Help us out. All right? We help you out. Without us, there would be no you. That's the truth. Without us, there would be no you. I don't even want to talk about or think about what would happen if you weren't as busy next month. Again, if you have the means to do it, if you have hundreds of thousands of followers, do something with them, bruh. Because whatever the fuck you're doing is making no difference. I encourage you to go out there and demand a service that allows us to pay for music that we like. Even if how am I a shithead like me is coming up with these ideas? What if maybe you allow them to pick from 5 bands and every month they cycle? What if you only offer us a couple of albums? We'd be cool with that too. I don't want stupid fucking video game music on my channel. It's like, hey guys, Nintendo, beep, 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 beep. You're like, I'm good, bro. And all those companies on Twitter, shame on you guys. Oh, this is a perfect opportunity to let people know that we have copyright-free music. Copyright-free music is fucking terrible, dude. It sounds like video game load screen music. I want Guns N' Roses. I want Smashing Pumpkins. I want Nirvana. I want Hole. I want Pink Floyd. I want real music, bro. Just like you want your real money. Don't forget Johnny Cash. Dude, there's so many good ones. Do you guys really never want to hear music again? Do you really want to see, oh my God, like, oh my God, like, oh my God, like, oh my God. Do you really want to see that shit? Because if you do, don't say nothing. Because that's what Twitch will be full of. When there's literally 2 channels of creativity that you can possibly go. Either you pick up a guitar and you sing it yourself, or you play a video game. I'm good, thanks. Either way, though, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for coming out. These are things I feel strong about. I just want to come on here. I wanted to rant. I wanted to talk about it. Do me a favor, share it. Clip some of this. I don't want the fucking clout. Like I told you guys again, I don't suck the clout dick. I don't fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? I have no reason to do that. I'm confident in my fucking abilities to perform. I don't need to go and jump on somebody's coattails. So if you are worried that like, oh, he's doing this to get attention, I can get attention in different ways I have not used yet. Trust me about this. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Nintendo, saying, until next time, guys, touch yourselves, wash each other, and don't give corporate greed any more ammunition for them to shoot down our dreams. I'm your host, Nintendo, saying until next time, folks, have an awesome day.
Man-child, man-child, blurring the line between tech and fun. Man-child.